Talk about the article. Talk about your column and why China actually may be the biggest challenge in front of Joe Biden over the next 4 years.
Sure, straight from the horse's mouth here. So, look, I've been a China watcher for most of my career, lived in China a long time, and it seems to me that the coming years are going to be the most dangerous for the two countries. And, that's partly because China is making moves on and is building its capacity vis-a-vis Taiwan, and the risk of some kind of a spark that would lead to conflict either around Taiwan or in the South China Sea. I think it's still unlikely, but it's much more possible than it was in the past. And I guess in addition, there is such nationalism on the Chinese side and such hostility toward Beijing on the U.S. side, and earned by the actions of Xi Jinping, that I think there's very little room for maneuver, very little room for diplomacy. And on the other hand, President Biden, he needs to work with China on climate change, on controlling fentanyl, on reining in North Korea. And I think it's going to be very difficult to manage Xi Jinping in these coming years, and with some real risk of a blow-up.
President Xi has been described as the most powerful Chinese leader since Chairman Mao. He has done much to consolidate power. There's also been some concern expressed, certainly over the past year, that he may be less conservative. I say that with a small c, less conservative than Chinese leaders who have seen the arc of history in terms of decades, centuries, and more concern of instability with his leadership. What insights can you give us about that?
Well, first of all, I would push back a little bit at the idea that he has completely consolidated power. And, it's true that if you look at it formally, then I would say he's the most powerful since Mao. It looks as if he will add another term as leader, as Communist Party leader, at the next Party Congress. But on the other hand, there are an awful lot of elites in China who are scathingly critical of him in private, who see that he has gone after other people for corruption, even as his own family has amassed huge wealth. And, it's certainly possible that that he may be that other elites may go after him at some point if they sense weakness, if, for example, the economy slows down. But, I think your point is right. He's very much shaped by the Cultural Revolution. He deeply fears chaos, and that has led him to, brutally go after anybody mounting any dissent, and in particular in Xinjiang, in the far west. As you know, he is mounting effectively a cultural genocide and locking folks up in concentration camps. It may be the greatest interning of people based on religion or ethnicity since the Holocaust.
Hey, thanks so much for watching our YouTube channel. You can follow up on today's top stories and breaking news, or catch up on your favorite MSNBC shows all in one place. Download the NBC News app today.